Hey there, everybody. Back to 1949 we go. Here we are again on May 26th. Tigers of the Yankees. The Red Sox and Indians have both lost, so the Yankees will see if they can build up a lead again here in the American League with a win here. It's going to be Tommy Byrne pitching for the Yankees, and he's up against Don Callaway. Callaway takes the ball, then a strike, 1-1 the count. There's a fastball outside, 2-1. That's high, 3-1. And this is the story of the 49 Yankees. That was a check swing. They call that a strike. It's a full count on Callaway. The story is one of bases on balls, and the Yankees love to walk opposing hitters. It's fouled away. Another foul, no fair ball, and it's a little ground ball. Byrne goes over the line, grabs it, throws over to Henrik at first for the out, one away. Hoot Evers up there now. 310 his average, takes the strike. 422 and 444 is the on-base percentage and slugging percentage. There's a ball, and then a ground ball right side. Henrik this time flips over to Byrne, who makes the out. So it was 1-3 the first one, 3-1 the second. And here is Vic Wertz. Wertz takes the ball outside, and there's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Swing and a miss of that one as well, 1-2 the count. It's fouled back, 1-2. There's a swing, foul tip, but Bear can't hold on. Remains 1-2. That's hit to right center field. Center fielder Mapes has that for the out. We go to the bottom of the first. It'll be Hank Bauer here for the Yankees. So you would think that the Yankees are a dominant team, but not necessarily in 49 as Bauer takes a strike. And there's a ball low, 1-1. Swing and a miss on that one, 1-2 on Hank. Chopped off his foot, still 1-2. Foul back, remains 1-2. That slider up high and hung, but his ball doesn't come close to hitting him. Now full count as there's another ball. There's a foul ball again. And it's a ground ball over to Kell at third, throws to first, one away. Here's Gene Woodling. As I tell you, there's a ball to Woodling. We look at the Yanks of this period, especially the early 50s, and think they must have been dominant with all those World Series wins. Not necessarily. Another ball there to Woodling, 2-0. Ground ball to Lipon at short, throws to first, two gone. Here's Cliff Mapes. Mapes takes a strike, outer edge, 0-1. Fouls one back, 0-2. I'd argue the Yankees were a lot more dominant with Mantle. Before Mantle came along, not so much, as that's a ground ball over to Lipon at short, throws to first, and we go to the top of the second. Here's Johnny Groth, and Groth takes a ball high. And that's another one high, 2-0. Groth taking his walks, not necessarily hitting for average. 3-0 now the count on Johnny. We'll have him take, we can't have him take because I'm pitching. I keep forgetting which team I'm controlling. Groth takes the walk and goes down to first base. It's the first walk given up by Tommy Byrne. And I told you, those bases on balls will get the Yankees every time. Lipon up there now, and he squares to bunt, and that's foul, 0-1. And there's a swing and a miss. Groth takes off, and he's thrown out stealing. So that'll make it one away here. Lipon takes the ball, 1-2, now the count. Swing and a miss, down he goes, and that's first strikeout for Byrne, two away. Here's Aaron Robinson. Hits a little pop-up over first base side. Henrik has got that. We go to the bottom of the second. And here is Henrik, hits that one deep to right field. That one's over by the line, and that baby's fair ball, and that's a home run for Tommy Henrik. For Henrik, that is his 8th of the season, and that makes it 1-0 Yankees. Now Yogi Berra up there takes a ball, 1-0. Inside on Berra, and he fouls it off, 1-1. There's a little flare over to right field that bounces in front of Wertz. That'll be a base hit. Now it's Phil Rizzuto. Runner on at first, nobody out, bottom of the second, 1-0 Yankees. It's a ground ball over to Berry at second, flips over to Lipon for one, throws to first, not in time. The scooter beats it out, and that'll bring up Bobby Brown. With Rizzuto on first, of course, we usually want to try to steal with him. There's a strike in there to Brown, 0-1. And sinker ball is low, 1-1. Throw to first, and they don't get him. 1-1 the count. As just outside 2-1 runner's delight. And there's another throw to first, nothing doing. Strike two, and so 2-2 the count now on Brown. That's a curve outside. It's a full count on Bobby. Popped up behind second, Barry's got it. Two gone. Here's Snuffy Sternweiss. It's a ball outside to Snuffy. And there's a curveball that breaks in there for a strike. 1-1. It's inside 2-1. Just misses. Throw to first, nothing doing this time. Sinker's inside and low. 3-1 the count. And that breaking ball is in there for a strike. Beautiful breaking pitch. Full count now on Snuffy. And there's ball four just inside. So Art Hudeman, who doesn't walk that often, wasn't walk that many guys, I should say, has given up his first walk. I look at that real life totals are 59 walks against 85 strikeouts, but he's got 3 walks so far this year against 1 strikeout. That, with 2 outs, brings up Tommy Byrne. 1-0 Yankees, and there is a fly ball over to Groth. Groth tries to make the shoestring catch, and it drops out of his glove, and that will allow a runner to score, and it's 2-0, and they're going to call that, I believe, yes, a base hit for Byrne. That brings up Hank Bauer now. Runners on at first and second. Strike down the heart of the plate. There's a slider that spins in there. It's 0-2. Foul ball, still 0-2 on Hank. Sinker is low, 1-2 now. Ground ball, Barry has it on to first. We go to the top of the third. Here's George Kell. Kell hitting .252. I've mentioned this before. So he takes a strike. He's not hitting for average the way he did in real life. 1-1 now on Kell. Hit deep to right field. Bauer goes back, and he's got that for the out. 1 away. Neil Barry now takes the ball outside. 1-0. That's in there for a strike. 1-1, and that's up high. It's 2-1 on Neil. And that backdoor slider that doesn't get there, 3-1. There's a strike. Full count now on Barry. And that's ball 4, and so that'll bring up Art Hudeman. Runner on at first with 1 out. Art probably going to bunt, and so we will just pitch to him. He bunts one down the first base line, foul, 0-1, and there's a ground ball back to Byrne. Byrne had a chance at a double play, but then dropped the ball, and that means the runner or the batter Hudeman is going to be safe at first, and they're going to call that an error on Byrne, and that puts runners on first and second. Here's Don Callaway. Fouls off the first pitch. Only 1 out here, top of the third. 2-0 Yankees. And that's a hit to the gap in left center field. Woodling going over there trying to get that one, and he's not in time. Callaway has the Tigers' first hit, and that scores a run. It's now 2-1. Up now is Hoot Evers. Evers with 1 out. Runners on at first and third. Takes a strike. And there's a ball off the inside edge. 1-1. Swing and a miss on that one, and here goes Callaway for second. We're going to throw there, and Barrett's throw is accurate on the money, and they throw him out. So that means there's 2 gone now. Hoot Evers still up there. There's a fastball at the knees, but they called that a ball. 2-2 the count. And there's strike 3, and Evers actually swung that time. We go to the bottom of the third. It'll be Gene Woodling here for the Yankees. He takes the ball high. There's a ground ball down the third base line. That's into the corner. That's going to be a double for Woodling leading off. And that'll bring up Cliff Mapes here. Runner on at second, nobody out for the Yankees. Breaking ball is high, 1-0 on Mapes. And that's a foul ball, 1-1. Swing and a miss on a slider in the dirt, 1-2 on Mapes. And that's hit over to the right side, and that's a fly ball deep that's caught by Wirtz. Woodling tags at second and makes it over to third, no problem. That'll bring up Tommy Henrich. Runner on at third, and Henrich takes the ball. That's high, 2-0 on Tommy. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1 now on Henrich, and that slider just below the knees. It's 3-1 the count, and that slider's wide. And so, as I said, all the unusual things that can happen. Art Hudeman, 59 walks against 85 strikeouts in real life, and the replay 4 walks against 1 strikeout. Now, it's too early to say much or to conclude that the game is broken, but that's the reality. That's what we have here. Here's Yogi Berra, who takes the strike, and then a ball, 1-1. Lofted down right field line. Wirtz can't get to it, and that stops right in front of him, and that scores the run. And Henrich moves over to third. A little bit of an editorial note for you. I'm not quite sure what the bat angle was on that hit, but sometimes you can get base hits by just hitting it where there aren't fielders instead of having to hit line drives all the time. Yogi Berra showing us how to do it. That brings up Phil Rizzuto, and it's a 3-1 lead for the Yankees. Here comes the scooter. And here come the Yankees, and there's a strike in there at the knees of Rizzuto, and there's a ball on the outside of the plate, 1-1. Dribbler foul, 1-2, and there's a ground ball through the hole at shortstop for a base hit, and that will score another one. It's 4-1 now, Yankees. Berra will stay at second with Evers with the ball just staring right down at him. That'll bring up Bobby Brown now. Brown is 0 for 1 today. Runners on first and second, and he takes 2 straight balls, 2-0 the count. Grounder up the middle, and there's another one up the middle for a base hit, and we're going to try to score these runners now. Here goes Berra for home, and the throw hits him. Rizzuto ends up scoring as well, and Brown takes second, so it's a poor throw by Groth. I'm surprised that they didn't use the cutoff man. It is now 6-1 in favor of the Yankees, and here's Snuffy Sternweiss, who's looking for his first hit of the season. He's 0 for 0 today with a walk. He's had 2 walks this season, 2-0 the count. There's ball 3 to him, and he'll take probably another walk here, and he does. He watches all the way and takes his walk, and down he goes to first. Brown goes to second, and that brings on a new pitcher. Brown was already at second. My apologies. Here's Marlon Stewart there for the Tigers, and so what was his name? Hudeman, that was right. I was going to say Hudeman can't be right, but it is. Hudeman doesn't last very long in this one. I don't think he lasted that long in his last start either, and it's a 6-1 game in favor of the Yankees. And here is Tommy Byrne, the pitcher. And so we know what he's going to do. Time to bunt. He squares around, bunts one foul, 0-1 the count, and we'll have him swing away. That's high, 1-1. Popped up behind the plate, out of play, 1-2 the count on Tommy. Swings and misses a 1 in the dirt, and he strikes out. 2 away. I'm sorry. Here's Hank Bauer. Fouls one off of the plate. 0-1. Another little foul ball out of play. Robinson can't get there. 0-2. And there's a loud line drive single in the center field. That's going to probably score at least one. We're going to send Brown for home. And Sternweiss is thrown out trying to go to third, but Brown scores before then. It's 7-1 Yankees, and we go to the top of the fourth. 5 runs in that third inning for the Yankees. And here's Vic Wertz, who takes the ball inside, 1-0. That's a pitch over the plate for a strike, and another one over there for a strike. 1-2, the count on Wertz. There's a fastball, never strike 3, 1 gone. And here's Johnny Roth. It's a strike over the heart of the plate, and a ball low and inside, 1-1. Fastball's high, 2-1. It's high and tight, misses, 3-1, and there's a curve low, and so Groth takes his walk, and that'll bring up Johnny Lipon. So Byrne, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Throws a strike to Lipon, and then a ball, 1-1. That's wide. It's 2-1 on Lipon, and that one's hit over to deep left field. Woodling runs over there and tries to make that catch, and he does get there in time. It's a good play by Woodling. I know if you're looking at the play-by-play here, it tells me that he's injured, but we are not playing with injuries on. We're going to just ignore it as we usually do. Great play out there, though, in left field by Gene Woodling. Excellent job. And so that means that there are 2 outs here now in the top of the fourth inning. And up comes Aaron Robinson for the Tigers with a runner still on first base. There's a ball in there to Robinson. Tigers down 7-1 after the Yankees exploded in that third inning. What I thought was going to be a close game has turned into a laughter. 2-1 is the count on Robinson, and there's a strike to him, 2-2. And that's low, full count on Aaron. And that is high. So there's another walk by Byrne. 4th walk he's given up so far. And here comes George Kell. Kell again hitting 250. He's 0 for 1 today. 320 on base percentage thanks to those walks. Slugging percentage not particularly high. He's underperforming. There's a ball outside to him, 1-0. Pop up behind the plate. Barrett can't get there. It's out of play. 1-1. Ground ball over to Rizzuto. Flips over to Snuffy at second. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. And that rally was snuffed out. Here's Gene Woodling who takes the ball. And a strike. 1-1 now on Woodling. Ground ball to the right of Barry, and that's out of his reach. That's a base hit for Woodling. And here comes Cliff Mapes, hit number 9 for the Yanks. Mapes now takes a fastball low. Pulled deep down the right field line. That baby's gone. It's 9-1 now, and Mapes, good heavens, good night. Mapes just got all of that one. 5th home run this season. Remember, he only had 7 home runs in real life, and we haven't been overusing him either. He's in there as long as DeModge isn't. Mapes, the real star of the show here, and Tommy Henrich takes the ball, and then another one outside, 2-0. That's low, 3-0 on Henrich. There's a strike in there, 3-1, and that's at the belt, another strike, full count. Fouled off, full count remains on Tommy. High fly, left center field, Evers, 1 away. Now Yogi Berra, 9-1 Yankees. Yogi takes a strike, grounded, fouled on the first base line is 0-2. It's fouled away, 0-2 still, and that inside pitch fooled him. He swings and misses at that one. 2 gone. Here's Phil Rizzuto. So Stewart, 2 strikeouts in a row, and then Rizzuto hits one deep to left field, but it's you can never hit it deep enough there. Evers goes back, grabs that one. We go to the top of the 5th. It'll be Neil Berry leading this off. Fly ball to Mapes in center. Got it. 1 gone. Here's Marlon Stewart. Takes a change up at the knees for a strike. 0-1. Off-speed pitch is in there again. 0-2 on Marlon. Fouled the one back. Interesting to see the relief pitcher hitting, but that happens and when you're down by 8. 1-2 on Stewart, and that one misses, 2-2. And Byrne gets the strikeout there. Good fastball. 2 gone. Here's Don Callaway, who takes the ball inside, 1-0. Callaway was the only Tiger hit in this game. There's a pop-up over to Snuffy, the second baseman's got that, and we go to the bottom of the 5th. Bobby Brown for the Yanks, and he takes a ball inside, 1-0. Fastball called for a strike, 1-1. That one just misses, 2-1 on Brown. That's low, 3-1. Strike 2, and full count now on him, and he takes ball 4, and so Stewart finally gives up his first walk, and that'll bring up Snuffy Sternweiss, still looking for that first hit. He's done nothing but walk, and he takes a ball, 1-0. And that's high, 2-0. And that fastball off the inside corner, 3-0. I don't understand why he's walking every single time. He has walked every single time. 3 plate appearances, 3 walks for Sternweiss. I'm not quite sure what's going on. He has walked, just looking at his statistics here. Well, he's not going to show me there. Let's see. Yeah, he has walked 4 times so far this season in 6 plate appearances. He had 190 plate appearances in real life, only walked 29 times. So the random number generator is favoring him for whatever reason. Here's Tommy Byrne, who was 333 this year, takes a strike. 1 for 2 today. Ground ball up the middle. Over to Lipon. He flips over to Berry for 1. On to first for the double play. Brown moves to third. 2 gone, and here's Hank Bauer. 9-1 Yankees. No need to worry. 0-2. Now the count on Bauer. And that's low. 1-2. There's a fastball. Misses. 2-2 on Hank. And there's a swing and a miss of that one that bounced, and down he goes. And we go to the top of the 6th inning. Hoot Evers will be the first batter here for the Tigers. It's swung on a miss by Evers, so 1-1, and that's high. 1-1 on Hoot. Sinker in the dirt, 2-1. And there's a ground ball, third base, and Brown throws that over to the... Brown throws that over to first base, and that ends up being a error on the third baseman, and the argument here is that there should have been a hit on this. Brown makes a really poor play on that one, throws over to first, and it's not only not in time, he throws wildly. Will be no hit for Evers, and ends up being an error on Brown, 2-base error, and that puts a runner on at second base here for the Tigers, top of the 6th with nobody out. There's a strike in there to Vic Wertz. 0-1, swing and a miss of that fastball. It's 0-2. Fouled up, out of play. 0-2 still. On the inside corner, and that's strike 3. 1 away. Byrne, strikeout number 5. Here's Johnny Groth, takes a strike. Another one in on the hands, 0-2. That's high and tight, a little too tight. 1-2. 2-2 as that one somehow missed. Ground ball over to Rizzuto, goes over to first for the out. Evers stays at second, 2 gone. Johnny Lipon now takes the ball inside. It's hit over to a Rizzuto, and he boots that one, and that's another error, second one in the inning for the Yankees, and that puts runners on at first and third for Aaron Robinson. It's a strike in there to Robinson, 0-1. Tigers still with only 1 hit. There's a ball. It's 1-1. That's low off the plate, 2-1. Liner between short and third. As soon as I said it, there's the base hit, and Robinson gets the single, and now it's a 9-2 ball game. Hit number 2 for the Tigers, and here comes George Kell, whose name was synonymous with hit in 1949 in real life. Takes a ball and a strike, 1-1. That's inside, 2-1 on Kell. Pulled foul, 2-2. There's a strike as that backdoor slider missed, and there's a ground ball over to Rizzuto. Flips over to second, not in time, and that'll load the bases for Neil Berry. So Tommy Byrne having a few problems here, giving up 2 hits this inning and 1 run. Ball 1 there to Berry, and there's a ground ball over to the second baseman, Scooter Rizzuto. Flips that over to Sternweiss, and we go to the bottom of the 6th. 9-2 now the count. Not much of a rally there by the Tigers as Gene Woodling takes the ball and then hits a leadoff single up the middle. So that's hit number 11 for the Yankees against the 3 hits for the Tigers. That'll bring up Cliff Mapes, who had the home run last time, and hits one deep over to center field. It's the wrong part of the ballpark to hit it in, and Johnny Groth has that for the out, 1 away. Tommy Henrich now takes the ball high, 1-0. There's a foul into the second deck, 1-1 on Henrich. Hit to right center field, and that baby's gone. He picked the right part of the ballpark that time. That's his second home run of the game. And Henrich is really, really playing well here. 9 home runs so far this season, and that'll bring up Yogi Berra. 11-2, the Yankees with the lead. Ground ball over to Lipon at short, and he boots that one. That'll be an error on him, and Berra's safe at first. Here comes Phil Rizzuto. The Scooter up there now. It's a ground ball over to third, and it's Kell who has that one. Throws over to second, and not only is that not in time, it goes into right field, so Berra's safe, and that's another error on the Tigers. 3 errors on them so far. Here now is Bobby Brown with 1 out. We're going to have Rizzuto run. And there's a ground ball down to second, and Berra is going to try to score, and Berry's going to throw over to first. As Berra scores, Rizzuto makes it to second easily. There's 2 away. It's 12-2. Snuffy Sternweiss up there now. Fouls 1 back, 0-1. That's high for a ball, 1-1. Fastball for a strike, 1-2, and that's outside, 2-2. Popped up out of play, 2-2 still. That's also out of play, 2-2 remains, and there's a swing and a miss on strike 3, and we go to the top of the 7th inning. It'll be Marlon Stewart, and he is taken out for Pat Mullen here for the Tigers. Mullen, 3 for 12 this season, mostly in a pinch hitting role. Takes a strike, then a ball, 1-1. Fastball in and just outside, 2-1. 3-1 on Mullen, and there's a foul ball out of play. Full count now on Pat, and there's a swing and a miss, and that down he goes. That's strikeout number 6 for Byrne. Don Callaway now takes a strike, chops one off the plate. It's Rizzuto, throws to first, 2 gone, and here's Hoot Evers. Ball high to Evers, 1-0. There's a strike down the heart of the plate, 1-1. Ground ball over to Rizzuto, throws to first. That's the third out. We go to the bottom of the seventh. Tommy Byrne, the pitcher up there, comes back in, giving up only 3 hits so far today. It's a ground ball down to Lipon, who goes to first, 1 away. Hank Bauer now. Strike in there to Bauer, 0-1. Another strike at the plate, 0-2 on Hank. That's high, or just wide, 1-2, and that's outside, 2-2. Down and in, full count now on Bauer, and there's one popped up over to the right side. Callaway's got that foul ball for the second out. Here comes Gene Woodling. Woodling up there, 3 for 4 today, takes a ball. And there's a fat strike down the heart of the plate, and there's a hit down to the alley in left center field, and that one gets to the wall. Woodling's going to roll up at second with a double. He's 4 for 5 today, and here comes Cliff Mapes, and it's been a good game for all of these Yankees in terms of your slugging percentage. There's a ball high to Mapes, 1-0. It's in there tight, 2-0 on Mapes. Strike, 2-1. There's a swing and a miss, 2-2 on Mapes. There's a swing, fouled one back, 2-2 still, and he goes on that one. That's strike 3. We go to the top of the 8th. Vic Wirtz up there for the Tigers. Ground ball over to short. Rizzuto has it, throws to first, 1 away. Now Johnny Groth. Ground ball over to third. Brown throws to first, 2 gone. Here's Johnny Lipon, and he swings and misses a strike, and there's a ball, 1-1. It's high, 2-1 now on Johnny. Breaking ball is in there for a ball, 3-1. It's fouled away. Full count now on Lipon. And that's off the outside corner, so Tommy Byrne walks another one. 5 walks today. His only blemishes, there's a strike now to Aaron Robinson, and there's a pitch in the dirt, 1-1. Fastball's at the knees, 1-2 on Aaron. Ground ball, foul, 1-2 remains, and there's a line drive over to Sternveiss at second. He jumps up and catches that for the out. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Tommy Henrik up there, and he takes the strike, called a bit high, and there's a ball, 1-1 on Tommy. Hit deep, but to the deepest part of the ballpark. That's up over to left center field. Groth can't get there in time, and Hendrick ends up on that second base with a double. 3 for 4 today is Tommy, and here comes Yogi Berra. Berra takes the ball high. There's a ground ball up the middle, and Barry makes the play, the second baseman on to first, and Hendrick moves to third. 1 away, here's Phil Rizzuto. It's a changeup too tight on Rizzuto, 1-0. That's off the plate, 2-0 on Phil. It's down the left field line, just barely foul. 2-1 on Rizzuto. Ground ball to short. Hendrick's going to score. Lipon throws to first, and Hendrick comes in with the run. It's 13-2 now Yankees, and here's Bobby Brown, who takes a strike. There's a ball high and away. 1-1 on Brown, and there's a strike in there. It's 1-2. Fly ball right field. Wirtz has that. We go to the top of the 9th. Here is George Kell. It's a fastball inside for a ball, 1-0. Breaking ball is just high, 2-0. Fouls that fastball back, 2-1 on Kell. It's low and outside, 3-1 the count. And that off-speed pitch misses, and that's ball 4. 6th walk given up by Byrne, and here comes Eddie Lake. We're going to try to let Tommy finish this one out as he throws a ball to Lake, and another one, 2-0. Ground ball foul, third base line, 2-1. Hooked over to left field, and to left center field, because Mapes goes over and gets that. That's a double easily for Lake. Puts Kell over on third base, and that'll bring up Sam Vico as a pinch hitter. Another one, and he takes a ball, and then fouls one back, 1-1. Changeup is high, 2-1. Fastball's off the plate, 3-1, and there's a ground ball past Sternveiss for a base hit, and that'll score 1, move Lake over to third. It's now 13-3, and here is Don Callaway. Takes an inside fastball for a ball, 1-0. That's fouled up and out of play, 1-1 on Don. Ground ball to the right side, and that one's through. That really should have been a double play, and it gets through Sternveiss. It scores another run, 13-4 now. 6 hits for the Tigers. Hoot Evers takes the ball low, and there's a strike. 1-1 on Hoot. Fastball is high, 2-1. It's fouled straight back, 2-2 now on Evers. There's a little one hopper over to Rizzuto, flips over to Sternveiss for 1, and back onto Henrik for the double play, and Vico moves over to third. So 2 away, and here's Vic Wirtz, runner on a third, and there's an inside fastball for a ball, 1-0. That's a ball that misses the target, 2-0. There's a swing and a miss at that one, 2-1. Right down the heart of the plate, 2-2, and that's below the knees. Full count on Wirtz. And that fastball misses, so walk number 7 for Byrne, and the first pitch to Johnny Groth is another ball. Foul ball by Groth, 1-1. That's foul back again is 1-2. Chopper over to Rizzuto, and it's off his glove for another error on the scooter. That's 4 errors today for the Yankees. It makes this a 13-5 game as Groth is safe at first. Here comes Johnny Lipon. So 3 runs in the top of the 9th for the Tigers. It's a strike in there to Lipon, then a ball, 1-1. Fouled away, 1-2 now the count on Johnny. It's foul back again. Remains 1-2. And the next pitch in there. And that misses. 2-2 now on Johnny. And that's high. Full count on him. And that's on the hands. And so that's the 8th walk given up by Byrne. I'm going to try to go with him a little bit more unless something crazy happens. 40 pitches this inning, and he throws another ball here. And that's another one high. 2-0 on Bob Swift, another pinch hitter. Foul to the left side, out of play. No chance. A ground ball over to Sternweiss at second, throws to first for the out, and they do it. So that ends this game 13-5. The final score wasn't as close as that looks, and that doesn't look close at all. Byrne throws a 6-hitter, gives up, though, 8 walks in the process, and a lot of self-destruction, but he's now 3-4. Hope you enjoy that one as the Yankees going back in front of the American League, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.